Making a revolution means facing many challenges, and we have challenges every day. Thank God we managed to overcome them. This has been the case in recent weeks, which have been rich in events. On the battlefield, the pressure has increased this month of October. Thank God, it is crowned by several successes. We will continue to intensify operations until we annihilate these barbarians who come to disturb our peace. We give thanks to God. The CIO and the Tour du Faso both concluded yesterday. Thank God, no major incidents, just a few falls during the Tour du Faso. The minister assured me that these are minor injuries that have been taken care of. At the Siao as well, unfortunately, there was a small incident due to the explosion of a gas bottle that also caused some injuries. They have also been taken care of. So we can only give thanks to God for the holding of these two events, which again testify to the resilience of the Burkinabe people. This thus exposes the lies of those media that try to propagate a narrative that Burkina is in flames and blood. But the runners were able to travel across the country far and wide without incident. And it is also the time to pay tribute to the various defense and security forces and to our brave VDP who did everything possible to ensure that all these events took place without any issues. There have also been quite a few events here at the presidency over the past weeks. Notably, a number of officials from various ministerial departments that I made sure to meet personally to try to redirect government action by seeking to ration operating expenses, because we realized that operating costs take up so much space in our budget that we were forced to read these thousands of pages. It is not for the pleasure of the eyes, but we were obliged to read them, to bring in each official, and to try to ration so that the budget serves to make basic structural socio-economic investments for the benefit of our popular masses. Everyone who has come here and participated in the exercise has acknowledged that we have enough expenses in operations, and we will continue in this direction to minimize the operating expenses of the administration in order to invest better for the benefit of our populations. Those who understood the message, I believe that is the case for most. I therefore invite them to redouble their efforts to ensure that we can minimize operating expenses. Everything that can be saved must be saved and invested for the benefit of our populations. Drinking water is not a guarantee for everyone here in Burkina Faso. Today we are also fighting for food sovereignty. There are so many challenges that we must save as much as possible in order to meet those challenges. Unfortunately, in this context, we realize that there are still black sheep who are trying to play with time perhaps, but we have spent 2 years raising awareness. I think that at one point, the people felt that we were raising awareness too much, and it was time to take action. And at a certain point, we decided to take action. I want to inform you here that unfortunately, in recent times, following a denunciation based on a complaint, we discovered a network of criminals, unfortunately within the very Ministry of Humanitarian Action. This ministry was supposed to act in favor of the most disadvantaged. It is in this ministry that people allowed themselves to embezzle money and billions in 2024. They embezzled several billion. The police did an excellent job of investigation that allowed us to discover many assets, luxury vehicles, a good number of things that were seized, and the case has therefore been transferred to a court. This is to say that if we do not take control seriously, there will always be those kinds of people who believe that anything is allowed, embezzling billions, especially in the Ministry of Humanitarian Action. In this context, there are agents from Bonasur who have been caught in this and are currently in prison. Hundreds of millions embezzled. Food that was supposed to benefit the most disadvantaged for the benefit of these internally displaced persons. And it is in this ministry that people tried to embezzle this money. And I am convinced that it exists everywhere because we are continuing the investigation. Often, there are arrests that you may not understand, but we know why we are making them. There are still many people trying to embezzle public funds. We will not have pity for these individuals. This is an opportunity to call on the Commission for addressing dysfunctions that has been established, because there are many reports